Hello friends. Last time we have explained about the seasonal management of the honeybees in the practice of beekeeping or apiculture. Today we are going to explain next point, that is bee products. Apiculture or beekeeping is the technique of rearing honeybees for number of products such as honey, beeswax, pollen, propolis, bee venom, royal jelly. Among these, honey and beeswax are major products and remaining are minor products. So first we'll explain detailed account of honey, which is the major product of the beekeeping or apiculture. So first we'll explain its method of collection, then constituents and the uses. So these are the some of the points which are to be considered while the explanation of honey. So honey is made from the nectar, which is the sugary fluid secreted by the nectar glands or the nectaries situated at the bases of flowers of the trees, shrubs and the herbs. So there are variety of flowering plant vegetation present around the apiary. So honeybees or the workers of the honeybees, they collect nectar from the surrounding flowering plant vegetation, and nectar is thus a sugary fluid containing different type of sugars and is the secretion of nectar glands or the nectaries of the flowers, and honeybees collecting this nectar from the bases of the flowers of the trees, shrubs or herbs. The bees draws nectar by its tongue or the proboscis and carries it to the hive or bee box in its crop or the honey stomach, where it gets mixed with saliva and undergoes certain chemical changes due to enzyme action. So worker bees sucking up the nectar from the nectaries of the flowers with the help of its tongue or proboscis, and which is then drawn back into the anterior part of the alimentary canal, that is a esophagus followed by a crop having a large spacious sac called as honey stomach also, and the nectar get mixed with the saliva of the honeybees, and this will undergo certain chemical changes due to the enzyme action. In the hive, it is regurgitated and deposited by the hive mates or workers into the cells, which are used for the collection of nectar and its subsequent ripening into the honey. So, after coming back, the forager bees or the worker bees, which are involved in the uh, activity of collection of nectar or pollen. So after coming back into the hive, there is a regurgitation, that is a removal of nectar which has been stored into the honey stomach or the crop, that is regurgitated. See, this is a kind of vomiting activity. So the nectar is thus regurgitated or vomited back through the mouth into the uh, respective part of the honeycomb or the hive, where there is a processing of the nectar and is transformed into a ripened honey. So this particular activity or the function is performed by the hive mates or the workers which are involved in the indoor duties, that is uh, storage of nectar or processing of the nectar in the uh, hive or in the combs. The nectar is composed of 20 to 40% sucrose, which is reduced or converted into dextrose, that is glucose, and levulose, that is fructose, by the enzyme invertase. So, while passage of nectar through the mouth cavity into the crop or the honey stomach, the sucrose is transformed or split into glucose and fructose due to the action of enzyme invertase present in the saliva. So the nectar is composed of 20 to 40% of the sucrose. Usually the worker bees selecting or prefers the nectar with a concentration of the sucrose or the sugars more than 20%. So the nectar is composed of 20 to 40% of the sucrose or the sugars, and thus that is preferred or accepted for the collection of the nectar by the forager bees during the collection of nectar. So the sugars of the nectar are reduced and converted into glucose and fructose or dextrose and levulose due to the action of enzyme invertase. This enzyme is present in the nectar, but more is added by the bees from their salivary glands. Ripening of the honey takes place by the action of invertase enzyme and evaporation of the water by fanning activity of wings, fanning activity of the worker bees, that is fanning or the evaporation of the excess of the water from the nectar is done by the house bees or the worker bees, and this will help in the ripening of the honey, that is honey becomes more and more sugar rich due to the removal or evaporation of the water by the fanning activity of the wings of the workers. Honey is very sweet in a taste and white to black in color with a variable smell depending on the juices or the nectar collected from different flowers. So honey is a very sweet in the taste as it contains different type of sugars, that is sucrose, glucose, fructose, maltose, and so on, and thus become a sugar rich, and is having variable colors, that is from ranging from white to black, white, pale, yellowish, brownish, and then become black in a color with a variable smell or the flavors depending on the source of the nectar from the variety of flowers. Uh, Following is the reaction, that is sucrose plus enzyme invertase, and this is transformed into or split into levulose, that is fructose, and dextrose, that is glucose. Then chemical composition of the honey. Honey is a sugar-rich compound and when fully ripened consisting of following constituents. Levulose, that is fructose, 38.19%. Dextrose or glucose, 21.28%. Maltose and other sugars, 8.81%. Enzymes, vitamins A, B, and C, pigments, etc. 2.21%, ash or the minerals 1%, and water 17.20%. So this is what is the chemical composition of the honey. Then regarding the color and flavor of the honey, the color of the honey depends on the species of the plants and the soil from which the nectar is collected. There is a correlation between color and the flavor. There is a correlation between the color and flavor. Darker the color of the honey, darker the color of the honey has a strong flavor, and lighter the color of the honey has a delicate but a pleasant flavor. The honey has high nutritive value as it is rich in sugars, that is the carbohydrates, which are the immediate source of energy. So honey is having high nutritive value because of presence of different type of sugars. Majority of concentration of the honey is of sugars. So there is a correlation between color and the flavor. Darker the color of honey has a strong flavor, and the lighter the color of the honey has a delicate but pleasant flavor. the honey has high nutritive value because of presence of different type of sugars in much higher concentrations. Then storage of the honey. After long duration of the stored condition, after long duration in the stored condition, the honey may be granulated or fermented. So these are the two properties of the honey, that is the granulation of the honey and the fermentation of the honey. So when the honey is stored in the hive for a longer period of the time, it shows the granulation of the honey, and even sometimes there may be a fermentation of the honey if there is a addition of yeast or the spores of the yeast. This can lead to the reaction of fermentation. So first we will explain granulation. After long duration of storage, and if the temperature is below 24 degrees centigrade, dextrose, that is glucose in the honey, crystallizes. Then it is said to be granulated honey. So after long duration of storage of the honey the honey undergoes the granulation, and this granulation is due to the crystallization of the glucose or dextrose at a temperature below 24 degrees centigrade. So this is called as granulation of the honey. After granulation, the dextrose or the glucose settles down while the levulose, that is fructose, and the water remain above, increasing the danger of fermentation. Granulation property is the sign of pure honey. Granulation property is the sign of pure honey. Crystallization is due to the presence of air bubbles. Crystallization of the dextrose in honey is due to the presence of air bubbles, colloids, and the pollens. Then next property of the honey, that is the fermentation of the honey. So after crystallization, glucose or the dextrose settles down, levulose and water remain above, and thus after crystallization, honey undergoes into fermentation. So due to crystallization of dextrose, 9% moisture is released. Due to crystallization of the dextrose or the glucose, 9% of moisture is released into the honey, which dilutes the remaining levulose, or fructose of the honey, and the action of yeast present in air or flowers and the soil will take place on a levulose. So action of yeast present in air, flowers, or the soils taking place on the levulose or the fructose and the dextrose, resulting in the fermentation of the honey. So during fermentation, what happens? The glucose or fructose, these are the hexoses or the sugars or the monosaccharides, and which get transformed into alcohol. So C6H12O6 plus twice C2H5OH plus twice CO2. So this is the reaction. This is the reaction, or the components get produced in the granulated honey, or after crystallization of the glucose, 9% of the moisture or water is released into the honey. So this will dilute the levulose or the fructose, which is remaining in the aqueous state or in the water contents of the honey. So this will lead to the fermentation. So the yeast or the enzymes which are present in the yeast, which will undergo their action on the sugars, that is glucose and fructose, and thus transform them into the ethanol or the alcohol and the carbon dioxide. So this is what the reaction of fermentation due to the yeast in a honey. So this leads to fermentation and the transformation of the sugars into alcohols. Method of collection of honey. Honey is most wonderful gift of the God and Mother Nature to the mankind. Honey is the most wonderful gift of the God and Mother Nature to the mankind. It is next to Amrita. It is next to Amrut and necessary item at puja or worship in Hindu religion, as well as have high food value or nutritional value and medicinal value. Therefore, before extracting honey, the following important hints should be kept in mind. First, honey should be extracted. Honey should be extracted from sealed combs only. Extractors, strainers, and utensils or the equipments, etc., should be washed with a boiled water. Honey extractor, strainers, and certain other utensils or the equipments which are used in the processing of the honey or preparation of the honey, processing of the honey should be washed with boiled water. Then honey extracted from two different floral sources or nectar sources should not be mixed together. So there are seasonal variations in the composition of the honey or the nectar as per the source of the nectar or the source of the flowers, and thus it is most convenient to keep honey separate of derived from the different nectar sources. So, honey extracted from two different floral sources or the nectar sources should not be mixed together. Each honey samples must be tested with a hand refractometer for its water content. Honey should not be exposed to atmosphere because there are chances of addition of fungal spores or the yeast, bacteria like contaminant in the honey, and thus it is essential to keep or to store the honey in a closed conditions, or it should not be exposed to the atmosphere. Liquid portion of granulated honey, liquid portion of the granulated honey should not be mixed with other liquid honey. So these are the some of the points should be considered while the collection of the honey or the processing and the packaging of the honey. One should take care of these points so that the quality of the honey processed or manufactured will remain intact for longer period of the time. Extracted honey collected from extractor, extracted honey collected from extractor and filtered before processing and heated in a water bath to prevent fermentation and inhibition of granulation. So this is actual procedure after extraction and filtration of the honey. Honey should be heated in a water bath, heated water bath, or in a boiling water bath, so as to prevent, so as to kill the yeast present in the honey, which will then ultimately prevent the fermentation and will also inhibit the granulation of the honey. Heating up to 70 degrees centigrade, heating up to 70 degrees centigrade, either in a hot water bath or direct heating up to 70 degrees centigrade, kill the yeast cells. Then cooled and tested for quality control, then bottled and finally transported for the marketing. So this is what the different processes followed after collection of the honey or after extraction and the filtration of the honey. Honey should be heated in water bath or direct heating up to 70 degrees centigrade so as to kill the yeast cells to avoid the process of fermentation or inhibition of the granulation. So, after heating up to 70 degrees centigrade, killing the yeast cells, then honey should be cooled and tested for quality control and then bottled or transported for marketing. Then next point is economic importance and uses of the honey. Economic importance and uses of the honey. Honey is a necessary item at puja or worship in a Hindu religion. Catholics prepare mead, an alcoholic drink made from honey. That is quite similar to wine. Can also be called as a wine or honey wine. So honey is a necessary item at puja or worship in a Hindu religion. Catholics prepare mead, that is an alcoholic drink made from honey. Besides this, honey has a great food and medicinal value. Then we'll explain its food value. It is estimated that 200 gram of honey provides as much nourishment as 11.5 liters of the milk or 1.6 kg of cream or 330 gram of the meat. So this is what the comparison of the honey, 200 gram of the honey with other food products uh, producing or providing the energy in the form of calories. So it is estimated that 200 gram of honey provides as much nourishment as 11.5 liter of the milk or 1.6 kg of the cream or 330 gram of the meat or flesh. 2.1 gram of honey provides 2.1 gram of honey provides about 67 calorie of energy or 1 kg of the honey contains 3350 calorie energy. So this is the energy produced or provided by the honey with respect to the calories. The ingredients of the honey like sugars, minerals, vitamin A, B and C are easily absorbed by the alimentary canal. Honey is taken by healthy as well as the people, those are ill persons. It is recommended as a food for the infants and the aged. It has been shown that it helps to build up the hemoglobin level of the blood. Honey gives special flavor to the foods such as candies, baked goods, fruits, ice creams, etc. So this is what about the nutritional value or the food value of the honey. Then regarding medicinal value, honey is mildly laxative, antiseptic and sedative. So it is used as an ingredient in many Ayurvedic and Unani system of medicine. Just as lactose is used as a carrier of homeopathic medicines, some tested medicinal uses of the honey are its uses as a laxative, blood purifier, a preventive against cold, preventive against cough and fever, curative for sores, eye elements or eye problems, ulcers of tongue, sore throat and burns. So these are the different type of disorders where one can use honey as a medicine to get relief from the variety of problems caused. Alkaline property of honey does not produce acidosis or the flatulence. The Chyawanprash contains honey as one of the important ingredients. Its regular use is recommended after severe cases of heart attack for the malnutrition, indigestion and diabetics. It is also found that typhoid germs are killed by honey within 48 hours of consumption of the honey. Those of bronchopneumonia in 4 days and of dysentery in a 50 hours. So this is what the actual importance or the medicinal value of the honey in getting relief or for the treatment of different disorders in a even in a children or even in the old peoples. Then uses of honey. Preparation of honey wine. The first use of honey, that is used for the preparation of honey wine. It was man's first alcoholic beverage or drink before he made wine from fruit juices. A light or dark colored honey is mixed with a fine quality of wine to prepare honey wine, and its alcoholic content is usually 12% to 14%. So honey wine can be prepared, which is the alcoholic drink uh, prepared by using honey as a raw material for the preparation of honey wine, which is a alcoholic drink or alcoholic drink of ancient times containing percentage of alcohol up to 14%. Honey in baking and cooking. Honey is used in cakes, cookies and breads. It helps in moisture retention in a baked products, which is due to the ability of the fructose of the honey to absorb and hold the moisture. It also serves as a flavoring ingredient in some recipes and improves browning qualities of the final food products. Honey is used as a topping for ice cream. Honey is used as a topping for ice cream. Honey jelly and honey peanut butter was also marketed for some times. Honey jelly and honey peanut butter, honey peanut butter was also marketed for some times. A honey cream was introduced, which was very costly and of high calorific value. Honey vinegar is also made by many people. Honey can be used in a tea, coffee, milk, or buttermilk in a place of sugar. Honey and curds or honey and curds or honey and butter with chapati, bread, or toast has a delicious taste. Honey and lemon sherbet. Honey and lemon sherbet is also good for health. It can be used on fruits, cereals, in a salad dressings, canning, preserving, and for flavoring meats and the vegetables. So these are the some of the important uses of the honey as an ingredient in a different food products. At religious ceremonies, the use of honey at religious ceremonies. In many religious books like Bible, Quran, there are references about honey and its daily use in life. Honey is used in pujas and to prepare special cakes for religious festivals. Alcoholic drink mead also prepared from the honey and is used for festivals. So these are the different religious uses of the honey. Then large quantity of honey are used in making alcoholic drinks, beauty lotions, for stimulating milk yield of the dairy cows, for fattening poultry birds and fish, as an ingredient of cigarette and chewing tobacco to improve the flavor and keep it moist. It is also used as a shock absorbers of the cars. In laboratory, honey has been found to stimulate plant growth. Honey also plays an important part in the preparation of bacterial culture. It is used in insect diet and in the preparation of poison beds for the fruit flies. Honey provides energy in a readily available form, hence taken by the athletes or the person those who do hard exercise to retain the lost energy. So this is what about the uses and importance of the honey. So with this we'll stop here. Next time we'll explain the next type of bee product, that is beeswax, next time. Thank you.